Hello everyone, my name's Larry, aka Simudad. Welcome to the live stream. I hope you're well. They've had a great day so far, whatever you have been up to. Another little late night stream. Thought it was about time we cracked on with some of the incommunicado jobs. So, since the last stream, I haven't done anything really in the way of jobs. All I've really been doing is scrapping around. As you can see, we cleared out a big old pile of scrap here, cleared out some scrap in here. We've now got 50 steel beams in the steel beams facility, which is probably more than we'll ever need, being completely truthful. We did a bit of what else did we do? We did I think it was over here around Redwood Bay. We did a bit of clearing of fallen trees, and then we did a little bit of driving up here and unlocked the construction depot here. But there's some stuff that we need to do to actually get that functional. So that's all that we've really done. I haven't done any of the extra missions or any side missions or anything. So tonight we've got, currently on our objective list, we've got 2 side missions that we can get on with and a main mission. So we're going to start with the side missions first. So the first job is we need to bring some steel beams up to the Highland base. Rusty, evening bloke, hello mate, how are you? How's the day been? Hopefully you're still with us, not just a pile of melted human being on the floor, because it is scorching hot. Partially part of the reason why streaming so late is I was hoping it was going to have cooled down a little bit. So yeah, first thing on the agenda is to go and pick up 8 steel beams. Now the Highland job only needs 5, but the commissioning of the pipe factory needs an additional 3 taken up to storage, which is the same place. I don't know why I came this way, to be honest. Yeah, so that, and it's going to the same place, so we may as well kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Yeah, it's nasty, isn't it? And even hotter tomorrow. Yeah, I think we were up to about 31 today. I got in the car, so I want 8 out of here. Got in the car earlier to go and get the wife from work, and the car was reading 41 degrees, so it's a wee bit uncomfortable, to say the least. And yeah, it hasn't cooled down at all, so my little USB desk fan is going to be working overtime. I do have 2 bottles of iced water with me though, so that is a big plus. But I thought it was about high time we stopped dicking around and we got back on. Got some of the jobs done. I think the problem was I was having so much fun sort of scrapping around and destroying the fallen trees. I was worried that I was going to end up... Oh, actually, that reminds me. What an idiot. Forgot to mention, what else did we do? Where is it? Shit, where is it? I think... Oh, I've lost all my bearings. Where are we? Steel beams... Must be down here somewhere. Oh yeah, it's there, look. So I did in fact actually go ahead and tarmac over that sand bridge we built last time, and I also laid some sand down on that particularly boggy track up to the steel pipes facility. Because I thought, you know what, why the heck not? Yeah, I was getting a bit worried that I would accidentally stumble on missions and stuff like that, so I thought, do you know what, let's just get a stream, even though it's sweltering, it's not ideal stream weather. My larger set bloke and the heat to me don't really agree with each other. mean, the real question for you, Rusty, my friend, is have your lads recovered from that monstrous pizza that they ordered the other day? A couple of winters ago, I purchased 3 portable aircon units in a sale. Best purchase I've made in a long time. Just a few hours use in the bedrooms in the evening makes a big difference. Yeah, that's where we struggle the most. The bedrooms, because they're on the front of the house and they get the late afternoon sun. So of course by the time the sun's gone down and we've gone to bed, or are going to bed, the bedrooms tend to be pretty hot. So our current setup in the bedrooms is just a big tower fan that oscillates. And I've got a little USB fan that's plugged into the wall, but I just have that blasting at my face all night. I think the worst part for us is we did also probably about, oh yes, that's fine, a couple of years back they did a load of insulation works in the in all the rooms that had external walls, and they were very certain that it wouldn't make any difference to the heat, and it would do the world of good in the winter. It'd keep all the warmth in, but not in the summer. It'd keep it nice and cool, and it's made not a huge heap of difference in the winter and quite a lot of difference in the summer in terms of how much heat that it retains. So it's not been great, but never mind. So yeah, we're gonna get these off to the Highland base. Then we'll head off. I think we've got a delivery to do next as the other side mission. And then we've got to figure out what we're doing with getting the pipe factory back online. Can't remember if... must have been that way. They ate the last of it this evening, funnily enough. Our house is open on 3 sides, so it gets the sun all day. Upstairs is usually a good 10 degrees hotter than now. Downstairs at 3 AM this morning, temperature in 27. In our bedroom, it's not what you want. Definitely not what you want. Yeah, we just did a little tarmac job on this between episodes. Just thought, yeah, well, why not make it nice and smooth? And as you're aware, I don't do heat, so the aircon is lifesaver for me. Yeah, it's a funny one, right? Because the first few days of a heat wave, it's unbearable for me. Like I say, I'm not exactly what one would class as a skinny person, so perspiration comes quite easily in hot weather. And yeah, the first few days of a hot wave, it's unbearable. But then, as long as it sticks around for a good decent amount of time, I get used to it then, and it's fine. Like when it was COVID times 2020, it was great because we had loads of hot weather, and I mean we couldn't go anywhere or anything, but after the first few days, because it was a sustained amount of hot weather, it was like, it was fine. And I was enjoying it, and I was being out in the garden and all that stuff, but this, like, just straight up there. It's like hot weather for a couple of days, and then it's cold weather or rain, and then it's like hot weather again or cold weather. It's just, don't know if you're coming or going. I finished the desert map. I'm now back in the rain again. Find a gear, my friend. Which way did he go? Did he I can't remember the second map's name, but did he go Deluge or did he go to the other one? So that's objective done.
Look, you're just making it harder on yourself by doing such a great job. Now they want you to blaze a route from the Highland base to the transit point. Your performance does make me look better, though. So, keep it up, and please, be careful.
Alright, thanks, Kelly. Water a quick sec. Set up a route from the Highland base to the transit point. So we've got a build road here. I have half a mind to just let some AI do that. What I want to crack on with is track that. It wants us to go up there. It's just fine. Ugh. We'll head over there, pick up whatever it is, and we'll take that up to the construction base. Yeah, Deluge, it looks like a lot of water and wooden bridges down that with all the trees. Oh, it might be something slightly different, as I mostly slept with concrete bridges so far. Nice. What's your views on, obviously we know Incommunicado is not as task heavy as Sunken. What about the desert map? Do you feel like that's as big and intensive as Sunken, or? So we need to, concrete. Nice little stash of concrete up here for when we need some concrete slabs. Got like an old command station of some nature. Sandswept is a big map, but not as job heavy as Sunken. It's just so different to the first few maps that it's a pleasant change. Nice. Yeah, I've really stayed away from. To be honest, I've done better than I thought I would, put it that way, but I've really stayed away from watching like other content creators. So the only people I've watched to date are Mr. Farquhar and Wessel on Wheels. As you know, they are only buggered myself up there. So just drop her on the front manually, that's fine. As you know, yeah, they are only as far as long. So I am not familiar, and obviously I've only, I've chatted to you about it, so I only know what you tell me. But as it is, that's the way it's staying, like you're saying. Just because I don't want to. I know I'm being honest. I'm progressing slower than I'd like. It's just been finding time the last couple of weeks to actually get on and play and stream and stuff. But it's I'm quite happy to go at my own pace and find out what the maps are like for myself. And it's not really too bad at the minute with Mr. Farquhar and Wezzel, because it's we're both sort of, well, we're all in a similar sort of area. Like Mr. F's done Incommunicado, but he's on Sunken, which I've done, and Wezzel I think is currently putting out Communicado, which I'm doing now, so there's not really any huge spoilers there. Kalani, good evening my friend, how are you? How's your day going? Guess it's early there. Let's get this in. I'm editing my screenshots so as not to give. Whoa. Let's put the. Forgot to put the. There we go. Let's do it that way. I'm editing my screenshots as well so as not to give anything away to you guys. Posted one yesterday and then deleted it when I realised it'd give away a custom bridge location I'd done.
Great work. Now we have our very own supply people.
Alright, that's cool. So we've got our own supplies depot, which we know from Sunken. Know how to work that, so that's fine. So we can now sell the yellow stuff and sell those monumental amount of beams that I've made once we don't need any more. So that is cool. Right, what's next? Set up a thing. Right, commission steel pipes. So we need to replace pipes. Which, how do we replace pipes when we haven't got pipes? Got one pipe there, and is there 3 pipes that we need to replace? Yeah, 1, 2, 3. So that's there. Have we got any brand new pipes laying around in the? Might have there. They broke. Sometimes there's the odd. And then we want to deliver the object. Let's do that one first. Where's the object coming from? It's coming from in here. So let's make our way over there. We're down there. So can we so we can go up there, I reckon. Go back that way, and then we get past the gas station. Let's do that. Oh, I thought I'd just set that to track. Good. My day's been pretty good so far. I've been tweaking my sim rig setup. How's yours? Oh, what's up, Rusty? You got a sim rig now as well? Or you just got it mounted on a desk or something? My day's been alright. It's just hot. Freaking hot right now. So hot. Oh, we're delivering like a valve or something over here. Okay. It's cool. I'm gonna do that. try and locate three pipes as well, which is going to be interesting because we don't have a functional pipe facility. Although I do have the mother of all cargo ready to go once the pipe facility is ready. Got a low loader with a boat sitting on it, so that'll be ready to go into the pipe factory. That should give us a nice kickstart. I also actually forgot to say, in between this episode and that, this stream and the last stream, I went back onto Sunken and did a lot of selling off of stuff that I'd made, and rescued the last Warhammer barrel on that map. So that's why we're sitting a bit pretty on cash. Over here somewhere. In that building, is it? In there, or yeah, I got me the GT Player Sim Racing cockpit, which is foldable as well from Amazon. Oh, nice, man, nice. Pipe facility has so much scrap around, you don't need to import any material. Alright, good to know. I mean, I probably will, just because I put it on the trailer now already. So I probably will just take it over there just because I've already loaded it onto the trailer, but good to know. Can I crane this off? Yes. Oh, hello. We might have some pipes in here actually. Are these good pipes or are they whole pipes? Let me see in here. They look to be good pipes. They look to be decent pipes. Let's get our brake on our anchors. We'll lift this up. Fine. Let's get this back down there, and then these look like they're good pipes. So hopefully we can use those. And then the only thing left to figure out then is where we're going to route our electricity from. Because it doesn't look like there's any necessarily particularly easy ways of routing it. So I'm thinking we may have to do some kind of clearing work. Which is fine, we can manage that. Yeah, when I was doing the scrapping around between streams, be down here, I was enjoying that that semi truck with the sideboard trailer. I think it's because I was using it in a pretty well tarmacked area, so I didn't have any traction problems or anything. And I was on like the last run. Like, I'll just finish this off and then I'll get off. And then obviously that was the run that ended up being sideways. And then it took me ages of wrangling with the big heavy crane to get it back upright. What turned into oh yeah, I'll just do this, turned into like 45 minutes of faffing around because I was determined that I wasn't gonna leave it there or unstrap the cargo because I took so long loading it on. I was like, I'm not, absolutely not. Got absolutely zero chance. I mean, I've got, I think I've We've got 0 chance of getting this on there, to be honest, because I forgot this boom arm doesn't. What I'll do is I'll drop that there. We'll maneuver ourselves. We're actually on top of it now. It's a bit of a silly. There we go. Murphy's Law always the way, 100%. But it's how we like to do it. Right, so if we head back up over there, we should be able to pick those 3 pipes up. Whoa, oh, get up, you slippy guy. Yep. We should be able to pick those 3 pipes up. Hopefully they're good pipes, and I'm going to pick them up with holes in them. We'll try and load all 3, and then we'll do all 3 of these pipes, and then we're going to have to try and figure out where the power can run from. Do definitely want to bring the stump grinder thing up here at some stage, because there's plenty of trees. Which one was it again? It was that one over there, wasn't it? Plenty of trees down. Problematic, which you can't just bash out of the way, unfortunately. As we all saw when we got here the first time round. Proceeded to get the Land Rover just completely stuck on it. Right, let's get this up here. Bash that works for me. Lift that one up a little bit. And then we want one of those. Oh, we've got concrete things here as well. Beautiful. We need those. I need you to connect to that pipe if you can manage that for me, please. There we go. Lovely job. Take them off. Be back out of here. Quite hard to see in there. Camera's clipping with the building. this should be a pretty alright, just straight repair job. I'm not that fast, like I have before now saved the rusty pipes that we pull off, but I am not intending to do that on this because there's plenty of scrap around that's worth more scrap than the broken pipes. So we'll just pull them out of the slots and leave them where they sit. So first pipe here to figure out how we will get to it. This probably seems like, not entirely sure if that's going to be wide enough to, or close enough to, it'll be alright to pull it, I reckon. Be able to definitely pull it out from here. Problem I've got is I just don't think we're going to be close enough to actually position the replacement pipe in there. I thought that was like a good idea, but hoping that'll be enough that we can just get it to go green. Yeah, I'm not like totally worried about being like really precise with it. It could well be. Okay, mate. So that works. It's one way or the other. Another one. Let's get back over this way. Yeah, a lot of Mr. Farquhar's Incommunicado streams were like middle of the day streams where I couldn't pay full attention. Should be fine, I reckon. The joys of working for a living, I used to have to put a noise cancelling headset on when I worked at home just so I could concentrate when the family around. Yeah, that's what I do now. I put my sorry, just grabbing a drink. I put my AirPods on. Got a noise cancelling feature, and I stick those on. To be fair, I stick them on in the office as well, because then it stops people just asking me stupid questions. But I don't mind, you know, I'm generally like to think I'm a helpful guy. If I know the answer, I'll help someone out. But when you've answered the same question for crazy, ridiculous amount of times in a row, it's kind of like, well, actually, I don't particularly want to play this game anymore. Oh. Slightly more level ground. Bugger incarnations. Oh, there's a toy there. I just spotted that. Oh, hello. That was an accidental spot. What's there, look, on top of the digger? Alright, well. Get there. You son of a bitch. There we go. Right, I am not gonna... Yes, I'm gonna get it now. I was gonna say I'm not gonna get it now because I've got other stuff to do, but then I realised the selling point is actually literally right there, so it'd be foolish to not get it now, because by the time you're actually ready to get it, we'll probably have forgotten where it is. But we'll grab that toy now. First toy on Incommunicado. Take that 10 grand payday now. I spent the last year of my service working from home. I hated every minute of it. It was almost a relief when after I finished. I would say it's a difficult one because I've got people on my command who hate it, and I've got people on my command who love it, myself included. And one of the main, there are pros and cons to it. There's definitely, and with me especially because I've got a young family, they don't always understand that, you know, my office door is closed for a reason. So I try and reserve 10 minutes of my break times to see them when they get back from school, and then it's like, right, Daddy's got to go to work now, so back in my office, shut the door, and hope they don't sort of bust in. But one of the biggest things I love about it is just not being stuck in traffic for 2 hours a day. Got it. I don't need the tutorial again. Probably too far out. There we go. Sell all 10 G's in the bank. Right, now we can leave this here. We don't need this for a sec. That there. Spent the 35 years I worked for the government, making sure I never brought my work home, no matter what I did. Working from home, I found intrusive. I think like it was invading my personal space. Yeah, it's a tricky one because like in our old house, we didn't have the space to have a like designated office, if you like. So that was a tricky one because I did feel like it was very invasive then, because there were times when I'd work out of the bedroom and then it was almost like every night going to sleep then it's like your laptop's over there and you think, well, you know, it's like you say, it gets a bit sort of, hang on a sec. But then there was other times when you'd be like downstairs and then, you know, sitting at the same same table that you'd eat dinner at, and then it's like, is that invasive? So it's definitely worse in our old house, but then we moved here and it was better. So right, I need to work out our power route here. Is it wanting us to lay a route of power through this boggy stuff here, and then how do we get it? Maybe I was a bit premature with right, if we get the old island base, let's get the old dozer out. Not dozer, what do you call it? Stump grinder. Apply that from there. And then what we want to do is, actually, where's our, I think what we should do is just start driving the route a little bit, because then we'll have an idea of where the pinch points are that we want to stump grind out. So what I wanted to try and do is not get it on the road as much as we can. Don't sort of mind one little bit, but they won't have to be doing loads of road repairs. This thing really trashes the road up. So if we go across here, there's the road, there's the pipe, the power line we put in previously. Luckily for us, this thing seems fairly buoyant. Yeah, I reckon if we drive it across there, then we'll get an idea of where we're going to run into problems with. Come on. Let's leave that there a sec. I basically want to back it up there and just want to come out here. Come out there, and we want to kind of come parallel to that because that's like a little road. Just basically want to go straight through there. If we cut our sand road and we'll go up that. that hill there. Okay, we'll see how we get on, because as it is, we may be able to get away with not having to take many trees out. So, just want to back up a little bit. Cut through here, this shouldn't be too problematic because I don't envisage that we're going to be sending any AI routes across this boggy patch of road or patch of area. Probably should think about putting some sand down here though, in the long run. Hopefully we'll make it over here. Just stop there a sec. I've taken a wrong turn on where I wanted to be, but it's fine. I'll turn right, go up here. Because what I actually wanted to do was I wanted to thread the line between these trees here, but I completely missed that, but that's fine. So we're going to turn right and we're going to go up here, go over our road. There's sand road there because we can easily lay some more sand road on top of the road that we've already laid. Come this way, I've realised maybe I should have gone the other side of that tree, but it's all good, we are here now. It says when there's a quite significant tree there. Let's leave that there for a sec. The cable layers are a bit of a beast. It's better off-road than most of the other stuff. Yeah, it seems to not have any qualms whatsoever about being off-road. It's like that. Yeah, I'm what? Right, we want to retain that and deploy that. This will be significantly quicker than driving down in the stump grinder. Toggle ramp B. Go. I actually think it might be better to reverse this on. Should really probably be using the Zeek Slowboy for this, because I think with the grinder it's a bit long for this really, but we are where we are, we're doing what we're doing. What we'll do is chuck it out here. On our newly laid road, which we're about to destroy, but want to go is sort of actually want to go between those trees here. Or we don't. Oh, that's one. The problem is, I don't know how deep that gets, but we need to get out there to be able to take this out. Come on, buddy. Hopefully take this out. We need to at least get to that one that's right in front of the cable here. Then we can start clearing a pathway for it. I feel like we're probably going to start getting pretty deep though. This might be alright. I think that's cutting. Since we're here, we may as well angle ourselves on that one. Start clearing some of the trees that way. Basically, you want to clear away down there. Is this what you? Is this the electric plant that you ran your route from, Rusty? If you remember. If we take these 2 trees out dead ahead of us, should be good to just cut straight through there. Turns out we just need to use our brute force and just knock the trees down. That works. This doesn't work though. Okay, so we'll come out here and then we'll come out left. So, we at least need to take this one tree out in the dead middle. Presume that'll just be another drive up to a job. I reckon we could fit it through there, but what we'll do just to give ourselves a little bit of insurance, we will knock these ones out as well. Do as well, take this up here out of the way. That there, let's grab it. So do that. Right, where's this? Where I went through with the thing, but it works, that's fine. Now, what I could do to make myself or things a little bit easier in the short term is I could literally just turn and drive all the way up there, because we have cleared a path up there. But what I do want to do is try and cut through my road as minimally as possible. And I'm hoping even that I can just smooth that out. Cut out this way. I'll see the pipe factory back on board. Connected up to the grid. Second now, we should be up and running. We'll close that off. We'll pull it over here all the way for a sec. Right, let's and that transfer resources. Steel pipe facility complete. It's going to build us a nice shiny new facility. Place needs a serious glow up. You can relate, cheeky, but it's not the time to stop. Smell the roses, not yet.
It would be a bit more impressive, at least with all the effort you put into it. But looks aren't so important. Pipes are. With pipes, we actually have a chance of restoring the water supply to the whole area. And the locals will have only you to thank for it, and maybe me. Just a little. Not that they will even know about us. The company isn't big on giving credit where it's due. It sure would be nice to keep all the pipes and use them in the restoration. But, you know, that's not how the world works. Now, you need to restore the pipe supply chain by plotting a route from the factory to the supply depot and fixing the road. In exchange, we get some of the pipes that the factory produces. Better than nothing, I suppose.
Right, what I want to do quickly, this probably wasn't the best idea, just stick this over here. Just want to see if, because the fact it's done it through a sanded part of my road, it doesn't seem to have done as much damage as it does normally, so I just want to see if I can smooth the sand, or if I do actually need to pour a bit of extra sand down and flatten that over it. Then what we're going to do after that is we will just here do that. Make any difference? Yes, it does. Beautiful. It seems like it's actually a little bit easier if you well, not that much easier, but to flatten it down a little bit. Yeah, it does seem to make it slightly easier. And by slightly, I mean very slightly easier if you've sanded the area already or running your cable through. That's fine. Right, what we're going to do is, I know there's a ton of junk material already up there, but I did go through the effort of loading the boat onto the trailer, so we will bring that over. That's down in Redwood Bay over here somewhere. So we want to come out of there, go down here. Seems like the probably safest route. Yeah, we're going to take this gigantic boat. I found sanding it first, digging the cables through causes less damage. Was easier to repair as well. Just I should have worked it out earlier in Sunken. Save some grief, yeah. Absolutely. So yeah, we're going to run this boat up to the beam, no not beams, pipes factory. That'll give us a kickstart up there. Like I said, I know there's plenty, as Rusty pointed out, there's plenty of scrap up there, or relatively close by, but did go through the effort of putting the boat on here. The boat also made it as the thumbnail, so we should do something with it at least. And then we'll crack on with, and also it'll come in handy because the flatbed will be up there, then all the low boy will be up there, so we can use that to transfer some of the road building equipment down to where we need it. I do have half a mind to just let the AI build the roads. There does seem to be a rather significant amount of metal scrap on this map. And like big metal scrap as well, like vans and cars and trucks and stuff all laying around. Oh, hello. So yeah, this should give us a healthy boost on the steel pipes facility. There's one stump there that I missed. How annoying. How annoying. It's alright. Yeah, I mean, I don't actually know how many pipes it'll give us, but definitely give us a kickstart. Because hopefully we don't find out down the line we needed this boat for something else, but let's see what it would be. So that gives us 8 steel pipes. Happy days. Quite the kickstart indeed. And there's a yellow forklift truck there, which we can sell those. I won't do that now though. Right, so we've got infrastructure route, build a road. That's up here. We are on there, so it's not too far away. And then the other objective, the side one, is build an infrastructure road down there. do that one. Just get me Aramatsu. Yeah, I'm half a mind to just let the AI crack on with these roads. Oh, I tracked that, but I didn't. Around letting the AI do its road building and then making it wider myself afterwards kept the road a lot smoother, so I didn't end up going over it a dozen times with the roller. Yeah, that's what I find is quite annoying or quite tricky, is when your intention is to build a road that is longer or wider than the blade of the dozer. It's quite hard to get it all matched up level. So you end up having to do loads and loads of passes with the dozer, and then a good few passes with the roller as well to smooth it out. So do you let them go? Let them go all the way to build the whole entire thing, all through the 4 stages, and then you go into it. Let's get the dozer back to the garage. Get that over there next. Yeah, I seem to be getting a pretty decent. Oh, I don't want to say jinx myself actually, but I seem to be getting not too bad on the sanding at the moment. Seem to have got a little bit of the hang of how to sand decently without just doing big mounds. I mean, there are occasions where that still happens, but much better than we first started. Sun spreads out quite a way, which surprised me. Dropping big mounds just makes it hard unless you've got a camber. You need to even up. Yeah. It does seem like it stretches quite a significant way. Realised it was just going to sort of drop it in there. Oh, that's fine. It's the roller, but that's out deployed as well somewhere. Obtain that. Deploy that, and then I also want to deploy the... Deploy this because we can... The roller is painfully slow to drive, even more slow than the other items of equipment, but it's very precariously balanced. May as well spectate it while I grab a drink. Cool, so that's that one done. I do probably want it a little bit wider than that though. I reckon we widen it along this side. Or I actually might do, I don't know if this is stupid or not. But single track's fine for us, but AI is a pain. Half the time it seems to drive off the road just for the hell of it, even if your points didn't do that here. I've had some interesting AI moments. Which I maybe shouldn't have done is flattened it onto the actual road surface. It's alright, we'll see how we go. Son of a bitch. One of these days I'll get this thing to go in like an actual, an actual straight line. Gotta admit, it's not feeling like my best work, but it'll do. So let's just get that rolled out. Left a questionable centre line, but it is what it is at this point. The next road layer is a big improvement. It isn't faster, but it does get thrown. Doesn't get thrown around as much as the stock one. Sweet. It's not the best road. This might be a dumb question, but do you think this game requires a lot of patience? Yes and no. Just depends if... I mean, yes it does in learning it and doing the tasks and stuff, but not necessarily more than any other game. Alright, well, that's gonna do. Because it's wide enough, that's fine. So now we need to open the infrastructure route, which is the Highland base to... Oh, right. Realise I'd managed to scout that far. I haven't checked. Right, okay. So that's really quite a long route, which we haven't really prepared ourselves for. Okay, so we will knock this one on the head for a minute. It's a love-hate game. If you like the type of thing, then you probably have the patience for it. If you are trying it as a one-off, it could be a bit frustrating. Yeah, I think you're probably right with that one. Where are we? Got a road network we need to build, and good road network starts with a bit of sand. Let's get that up there first. Not my best road, but it'll do. It's passable. Better than what was there. Yeah, it depends what you like, really. Like, you are never going to get, you know, like full tilt action on the game. It's not really like a fast-paced game. But it's also a chill game to just stick on. Refill our sand ready. goes there. Yeah, we'll definitely have to come through here and clean up a little bit. So that before we lay down the infrastructure route, because there's quite a lot of things that an AI is going to get stuck on, like this tree for example needs to go. What we'll do for the next two vehicles to save us one extra trip is get the Zeeks up there. Load the next two vehicles onto the Zeeks. That should fine save us a job, definitely. Let's get this one going. Sneaking suspicion that's going to be too high. That might be better. Discovering you can flatten bumps in your roads with repeated passes of a roller is a blessing and a curse. I laid a tarmac road across the map earlier and spent an hour rolling it smooth. I suppose it depends how much of a perfectionist you are. Like, there is every possibility that between now and the next stream I may well come back to this road and give it another couple of passes. But there is also the argument that on stream when... Oh, you stupid man. On stream where you're trying to get as much done as possible before the finish, I'm quite happy to let it slide when maybe wouldn't necessarily let it slide if I was playing by myself. But the satisfaction though, when you get there and you've got a smooth road, you've done your repeated passes, you know, it must be pretty good. There we go. What I probably can't do, which would be is a bit annoying, is I probably can't just activate them from off the... So that one's just going to do that anyway, so... Good. Fantastic. So that one can just do that and that. For sure, the nice smooth road afterwards is certainly pleasing. I think next playthrough I'll be tarmacking every if hard mode isn't out by then. I will come back through here and add some additional road between streams. I'll work for now, so that one wants us to steel pipes production to construction depot is that up there. That's the quickest way out. Okay, let's start plotting that then. So before we set anyone off, it will be, well, jumping in with these cranes and clearing that debris out. Looks like alright road here, so I think have to come. So we'll do that real quick, and then we'll stick that one over there. Stick that there. I'm sure they'll still radio their colleagues to be like complaining about the vehicles so close to the road and stuff, but I think it should be fine. I don't think it's going to actually cause us any big mega issues. What we may well do, since we've got the Aramatsu close by, we may as well bring that down in a second, just lay a bit of sand here. Oh yeah, and also actually it does help if we bring the loading ramps up. That probably helps immensely. And last thing I want to do is let's try that. Dispatch vehicles. We will reserve the first one at least, because then we can see where the pinch points are, if any. That barrel right there is going to get stuck on that straight away. I found those grab cranes very frustrating to use. Couldn't get the hang of them. Ended up bringing the mobile crane over to do the lifting. Yeah, I don't really like them. I struggled with them in the demo as well, to be honest. Controls just don't seem to like come naturally. Said they'd be fine there, but I just come on, mate, give him a shove. failed there. Good. Reckon that should be fine. Smooth that out a little bit. Down here. Grade that out so it's easier, because there was a bit of a muddy patch there, so save us problems down the line, I reckon. Spread the sand in as well. I mean, I don't know if it's actually going to make any difference, because it's sand they were driving on. Do what we can. There's a slightly different colour of sand after all. Do nice, that was dropping in. Cool. That's, I think, with a reasonable bit of confidence, that should be alright now. So we just need to give it a sec. There we go.
Great job.
It's Kelly.
You've secured yourself a steady supply of pipes. Should help us out a great deal in the long run. Anywho, if there's anything you can't have too much of in our business, it's concrete. At the moment, we barely have any, so sourcing more is a must. I think you can guess where I'm going with this. You betcha. There's a concrete plant in the area. I can't
Plastics,
confirm
so
its status from the satellite images. Could you go and check
to
it out? Pretty
back that.
please.
Jump in our what's it gone? Scout. Through here. Some scouting on the go. This should, from what I'm told by Rusty, should give us the ability to build bridges again. Good because we've got some downed bridges in the area. Slotting behind this guy. We will just give him a shove. So, to get over there, we're going to need to go around here. Even get around there because they've done a sneaky job of covering that up. Done that. I wonder if we can still get up there. Hopefully we could just force our way up there then. To find a little sneaky way around down here. Slow down, buddy. Some more solid ground. There's yet more road that will probably want to get covered up. It's very muddy. Bring any kind of heavy equipment down here, it's going to get bogged down, no problem. Luckily it's right by the quarry, so shouldn't be a major issue. actually think this is quite similar to the demo level, one of the demo levels. This area. So now we've made it here. It's not happening. On the back there, isn't it? That one. Beautiful. So we're up at the concrete plant.
Okay, I think we've seen enough for now. It will take some time and effort to bring it back up, but this concrete plant could still work. Great job investigating. Most of the time I believed in you. Just being honest. Exactly as we thought. No power, and we can't run a plant like that. To lay a new cable, we'll need to clear out some trees first. Luckily, my database shows there's a harvester in the sawmill's garage. I think you know what to do. Drive over there and see if that harvester is still working. But of course you can't run a plant with a damaged water supply pipe either. So, once you get there, you'll want to clear the driveways for the trucks and repair the water pipe.
So we're getting the harvester soon. So stack these on top of here with some degree of tidiness. Lovely job. What we'll probably do, folks, is we'll get this task done. Probably call it a night there because getting pretty late, and also it's hot. So we'll get this task finished. It's not far. It won't take long. Sounds like a plan. I'm off to bed soon myself. I'll really start tomorrow. Oh yeah, anything exciting on the cards? So that's us to clear this one as well. No, we're just off to the mother-in-law's house to clean a bit more of it out as we are in the process of selling it now. Nice. Alright, so where did that one go? It's not letting me lift this one up, but interesting. Right. Is it a long way from where you are, or just a long busy day? About 2-hour drive each way. Yeah, it's long enough. Alright, well, that's not exactly worked the way I thought it was going to work. But that's alright, because we've got to we'll bring a mule over with the fresh pipe in it. So where did we park the mule? Down there. Go and pick up a fresh pipe from the pipe factory, and then we'll head up to the concrete factory to fit the pipe, and then we can use the mule to move those vans and trucks and stuff out of the way, hopefully. Shut up. Pretty sure that's probably done actually. I think it was only 5 run infrastructure route that they have to do, so could probably just knock that on the head. I do vaguely recall seeing on one of Mr. Farquhar's streams there being a toy around here somewhere. Got that at the moment. think it was with the one where Wezzel was gently coaching him where it was. The first task when the concrete factory is up and running is to recover that bridge that's close to it so that we can cancel that route because it's all finished now, so there's nothing else. Just driving for the sake of driving. See how tomorrow goes. We may end up getting some time on it in the day tomorrow to do some scrapping around and stuff. So may by the next stream have a fully stocked up concrete plant and steel pipe plant. Definitely have to come up here at some point with the Aramatsu and put some sand down here because there's absolutely no chance. No chance, I tells ya. Ourselves lodged on a stump, mate. Yeah, the problem I'm sort of having at the moment is keep seeing all these areas thinking, alright, I need to put some sand down there, but it's like, if I don't know at this stage whether that becomes like an imperative route down the line, which we really need to spend a large proportion of time sanding out, or whether actually in the scheme of things it's only us that's going to pass through, and all that's going to happen is when we do pass through it's just going to be a little bit slow. Because I can handle slow, I don't mind being a bit boggy and slow going through. But if we've got to send AI or anything through, there's no chance. Just need that extra level of care. They sure do, man. Even if you miss one tiny little bit of mud and the route that you've laid down happens to be near that, then they're getting stuck. Go wheelie style, it's only got to be out of here. Oh no. I've made it harder for myself now, trying to be super winch, putting not the winch, the anchors out, because it's harder to topple it. Right, let's detach that. Real good winch point, to be honest. Just give it a shove. Oh dear, oh dear. So let's get the big crane. Murphy's Law right at the end of the stream. Yeah. Seems to be the way at the moment. As soon as I say we're wrapping up, it happens. Sorry though, just a quick whip up. It would make cleaning up the mess easier anyway, because we'll have the heavy crane. We don't even have to worry about that crane. We will have to worry about this crane, so we need to work out how we're going to get it in there, but the actual way in is over here, but there's currently no bridge. So obviously that's what we're needing the concrete slabs for. So I'll have to hope we can nick it through on this corner again. So it's back through that boggy mud patch. Oh, what I did notice though is that we're fully explored on the map, like all the cloud is gone. A lot quicker to explore than Sunken, definitely. I felt like Sunken just felt like such a mammoth job. Like it always, I think there's even a little bit on there now that I haven't cleared the cloud. I know from the fact that I'm 100% completed that there's nothing really of any major importance under there, but yes, I'm just hoping there's enough space to slot through in that corner again. This is a pretty heavy go vehicle, we might be able to knock out some of the trees anyway. One way through. It's not the most smooth or best way, but it's a way through. Stuart just missed the turn and we won't worry about that. We've got a good shot of being about 50% of the way through on here. You, sir, are parked in the wrong space. So that is it for us. The last, or say last thing. Tell you what we'll actually do is we'll just do this real quick because I think it's pretty much just going to be a drive over their job. So we may as well do it because it won't take us that long, and then we'll end the stream in the sawmill just on the other side of the embankment. So just give me one moment. Snip out back through here. Just give us that little tiny extra bit of boost on the percentage. You know, if it was further away then I wouldn't have bothered, to be honest, just because it's a long drive. But it's literally just the other side of where we were, so a tiny little drive makes sense to do it. Yeah, first things first on the agenda, once the concrete plant is up and running, is to, which I don't know if it is or not because I didn't get a cutscene then. Really forgot, I need to track that objective. Let's track that. Our lovely job, the MTK MD76 log harvester. What a beast.
Great work. Now all we need to do is fix up the plant's power supply. You'll want to use the harvester to cut down the trees around the
Oh, and there's a loader as well.
Besides, we need the logs. And killing two birds with one stone is the environmentally responsible thing to do.
Sure is, Kelly. Sure is. Alright, cool. So that gives us 2 extra vehicles, the tree harvester and the log forwarder. So when we come back next time, we'll it wants us to clear some trees in this area. And yeah, we'll crack on with a bit of logging and putting down some more power. I'm pretty sure that this was one of the demo tasks, or was so close to one of the demo tasks, where you had the log harvester up here, take out some trees, and then you had to run across here. I'm so sure that that's really like so close to one of the demo tasks. But anyway, let's get out of that. We're going to do some logging next time. Let's return to the hub, check our percent real quick, and then we'll sign off. What percentage we're up to? 57%, so that is not bad going. We've done 16 out of 28 objectives, main objectives, and 4 out of 7 side objectives, and it says 1 out of 10 infrastructure requests, but I think that's still bugged. I don't think they fixed it yet. So, but yeah, that's been a pretty good stream. Lynn, woohoo, still live. Only just, my friend. We are just wrapping up. Hope you are, man. Hope you had a good day. But yeah, that's gonna do us for this one, guys. We've knocked off about another 28% or so of Incommunicado. But yeah, it's been a good stream. I hope you've all enjoyed. If you have, hit the like button. Subscribe if you're not already. Rusty, Kalani, Lynn, you guys are awesome. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate you. Hope you have a good day tomorrow, and I'll catch you on the next stream. Take care, my friends.